Good morning, everyone. Scott Earhart here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us this morning. Really excited about this presentation. We're going to take a look at one of our most popular marketing programs today in Retirement Boss Radio. And here in just a few minutes to take a deep dive into Retirement Boss Radio, we are going to have the founder of Retirement Boss Radio, Dave Pimper, join us. Before we get Dave on the line and get everything rolling, I'm going to go through just a couple of housekeeping items as well as a few introductory slides, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of today's presentation. I'll start with those housekeeping items. First thing I'd like to hit on, and probably the most important thing you'll hear me say today or hear out of my mouth today, is going to be in the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's our phone number. That is 800-255-5055. If there's anything that we can be doing here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services to help you in the life or annuity markets, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd love the opportunity to be chatting with you. Next housekeeping item are going to be polling questions. Looks like I've got two polls lined up here for the presentation today. I'll launch those as we're going through the presentation, just simple yes or no questions. If you would please be kind enough to participate in those, we certainly appreciate that. And then final housekeeping item are going to be questions. This is a pretty quick presentation that we go through here today, pretty high level overview of Retirement Boss Radio and how easy it is for you to utilize it. But should we be moving too quick or you have questions on anything about the program, type them in. Dave does a great job with answering those and and interacting with the group. So please don't hesitate to type in any questions that you may have. That being said, let's go ahead and get into a few introductory slides here. And the first thing I want to start with is our new producer builder section. This is for individuals who are new to us here at IAMS, or if this is your first introduction to who we are. This is geared towards you. As you can see, there are 5 levels that we advertise. This is all based on your production within the first 180 days of you being licensed with IAMS. And as you can see, at each level, there's great options for you, great business building tools, marketing tools, personal perks, cash rewards, all available to you. If you'd like to know where you stand, or if you'd like to have a conversation about what we could do to help you jump up to that next level, don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd certainly love to talk with you about that. Beyond the new producer builder, we've got a few business builder programs. I want to highlight 2 of our most popular programs on this slide, and we'll start with the referred producer program. Our business here on the wholesale side of the industry, really similar to yours there in the field, in that one of the best leads we can ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued clients, or you are valued producers. So we want to make it worth your while to refer individuals to us. With that, when you refer an advisor over to us and they pick up any license through IAMS, we're going to send you a $50 thank you check just simply for them being licensed. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you are going to receive an override on the business that they write. You can see the breakdown there at the bottom, depends on what type of business they write. But you know, it all certainly counts. We do cut these checks at least quarterly, and we do sign checks, you know, for thousands and thousands of dollars at a time. So it can be very, very lucrative for you. If you know of someone that you think would benefit from doing business with us here at IAMS, please type their name into the questions box. Feel free to email me their information, scott@iamsinc.com, or when somebody on our staff calls to follow up with you, please let them know who they are. We'll do the best we can to get those individuals recruited over to us here at IAMS and get you on your way to earning some referred producer dollars. Now, below that is our most popular business builder program and the marketing reimbursement program. And it's really, really simple program, but it's very lucrative for you. Rough numbers on that: for every 100,000 in FIA premium you place through insurance agency marketing services, we put $100 into your marketing reimbursement account. As you can see, there's breakdowns for single premium life and target life as well. And with that, the reason why this program is so popular is we really consider this to be your money. Certainly, we don't put restrictions on how you utilize that money. We're not going to tell you what vendors you have to use. We're not going to tell you have to cash it out at any certain time. So we really, really do consider it your money, and we definitely want to um, have you take advantage of that. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account, please let us know. I'm going to jump back here. We did have a question come in about the production new producer bonus. So when I say the $100,000 level on this slide, that is $100,000 in premium in your first 6 months of being licensed with IMES. So hopefully that answered that question, and thank you for typing that in. All right, moving on from new business builders into, this is my favorite slide that we do in any presentation, because this is the core of who we are here at IMES. And that sub headline down there on the leftish side of your screen, we help you work smarter, not harder. That's how Charles Hiring founded us so many years ago, was on that auspice. We want to help independent producers work smarter, not harder. And we do that with great business building tools and resources. You just saw a couple of business building tools. We've got great resources like these daily webinars and access to sales coaches like Dave Pimper to help you grow your practice. We're going to help you with case design assistance and life and annuity illustrations, and we're going to make a 24-hour guarantee to you. I've heard horror stories about some of our competitors that take multiple days to get you case design or illustrations. We're going to get it to you within 24 hours of the request. More than likely, we're going to get it to you within a couple hours of the request. We've got forms at your fingertips, a lot of stuff available to you at IMESinc.com. Of course, we appoint all of our directors, or all of our advisors, direct to carrier, so you can access any forms you need from carrier websites. Of course, you can call us and we will get them shipped to you or emailed to you whenever you need them. Don't hesitate to give us a call. We love to help you with that. Below that, you'll see submission to commission support. What that is our true back office. Amber Williams, Cindy Fry, all of the new business teams that we have. We scrub apps for our advisors. We submit them on your behalf. We certainly will track them and give you updates on the issuance process, what may be needed, when you can expect to be commissioned. That team is very, very good at what they do, and certainly want to help you get paid as quickly as possible. Top sales expertise and coaching, I mentioned it just a bit earlier. You'll see some of that here today. We've got national sales coaches that are available to you to help you grow your business and help you with new marketing techniques and sales tools. Paperless contracting, the last one, we are on the paperless. We do have a paperless system, so I don't want to date myself here, but if any of you are as old as I am and remember filling out individual licensing forms and the hand cramps of those, that's over. We're on the SuranceBay platform. We'll ask you to fill out licensing paperwork one time, and from there we can add on any carriers that you need. Very, very simple process. Chris Mount, our licensing director, would be more than happy to chat with you about how that system works. And if you'd like to see it, just let whichever sales director you're working with know. We can get you out those licensing forms. That being said, let's move on here. Firelight, one of the things that this goes hand in hand with working smarter, not harder. Firelight is a e-app platform that we have available to you on our website. All you have to do is log into IMESinc.com and then go to the Firelight registration page, create a profile for Firelight itself. From then on, you'll be able to access carriers that you're appointed with and do apps right then and there, and get them submitted from that same portal. You can do it with an e-signature from your clientele, so really it becomes truly paperless. And part of the beautiful thing about Firelight is it does cut down on the processing time. It's very hard to submit a Firelight app that is not in good order, and once it has been submitted, it's directly uploaded to the carrier. So we cut out any shipping time or processing time to get it off a fax machine and into their queue. It's automatically in there. Someone asked if Firelight is available for use on tablets. To my understanding, it is. Now, I'm going to put a big asterisk there. That's what I've been told. I've never tried to submit an app via my uh, iPad. So I'm unsure of that, but I'm unsure of it through experience, but I am told it can be completed using a tablet. So that hopefully that helps with that. And do you get a copy for your records? Absolutely. It will. You can keep a copy for your records. It'll be right there in your Firelight portal. To further follow up on that, if it imports into your CRM, that I'm unsure about. Give Amber Williams or Cynthia Botker in our office a call. They're our administrators for Firelight. Certainly they would know that answer better than I would. My apologies for being a little green with those answers there. Moving on to our creative marketing solutions, we do have a full in-house creative team here. We do have a full creative team here in-house. With that being said, we want you to take advantage of them. If you're appointed with us, you have access to the IAMS creative staff. We can help you with your marketing. We've got turnkey marketing solutions that are ready to be utilized. Things that we've designed in the past that we've had success with that you can utilize and are there for you to access. Beyond that, agency solutions as well. And what we talk about here with agency solutions are customizable branding for advisors. I'll tell you this, if you don't have a consistent, unique, and customized brand for your business, I definitely think you should talk to our IAMS creative team. Having that unique presence or unique logo will help you with your natural marketing and your brand awareness. So certainly chat with those guys and gals on our creative team. We can certainly help you with that, and we can impose those images onto the marketing that we create for you or onto the turnkey solutions. And then digital solutions below there, our creative team can certainly help you with that, creating a website or overhauling a website for you, email marketing, online newsletters, digital marketing strategies. We can certainly help you with social media consulting as well. If you're looking to increase your brand, and increase your marketing, social media is certainly a great way to do that. Someone asked me about the costs on this. Get with your sales director. For those, we've got a full breakdown of the costs on anything that our creative team does. I think you'll be really impressed by our cost sheet. And the other thing I'll say is, you can put us on your staff, but not on your payroll. Certainly, marketing reimbursement can be used for these. We can offset those costs with business. We don't make money by having a creative team. We make money when we help advisors write business here. So certainly get with your sales director. They can walk you through everything, what the costs are, how it can be paid for. Very, very easy to do that. Our website, I know I've mentioned it several times already in the lead up, but if you haven't created an account at iamsinc.com, I certainly encourage you when we're done with this presentation to go out and do so. That's where you'll find the Firelight portal for the eApp we discussed. We'll have excellent sales tools out there, the sales resource libraries out there, tons of marketing stuff, links over to the creative website, all available to you. A lot of the stuff, if you were not able to attend our virtual kickoff meeting earlier in the year, the Ascend 2021, Summit. Many of those recordings are out there for you. We do have the Increase Your Sales EQ series out there featuring Dr. Jack Marion as well. So a lot of great sales tools available to you. Term quotes, annuity quotes, possibly. Well, not possibly. The annuity quote engine is out there as well. Forms online, industry links, our current product grids, current annuity news, everything is available to you there, and we're constantly overhauling the website and adding new features. So definitely can register for it and check out everything that you can access with the click of a button. Retirement Analyzer, definitely want to hit on this. This is a tool that we make available to many of our advisors. I know that there is some hubbub going on out there in the industry about new uh, the regulatory environment in general. I think Retirement Analyzer or software similar to it are going to be very important. I call it third grade long division. If you remember when we all learned how to do long division, the teacher always wanted us to show our work. The Retirement Analyzer helps you to do that, helps you to show the products you researched, helps you to show why you make the recommendations you make. And the reason I like the Retirement Analyzer so much is because I think it's a great closing tool as well. It is consumer facing and it is very, very plain language for consumers. With a simple click of a button, you can show your prospect how much better their position will be because they implement the product or strategy you're recommending as compared to the track they're currently on. So it definitely helps you to close more sales. That being said, if you want to chat about the Retirement Analyzer, Marcus Solar in our office is our point man for Retirement Analyzer. Reach out to him. On our recorded webinar section of our website, we do have recordings of previous trainings we've done with the Retirement Analyzer, so you can see it that way as well. It's a great tool and definitely something I think everyone should consider utilizing. IMS Wealth Management. This is our newest endeavor here at IMS, and we launched IMS Wealth, just 3 years ago now. Boy, it seems like just yesterday. And as I talk at a high level about IMS Wealth Management, I'm going to launch our first poll of the day, just asking you if you'd like more information on IMS Wealth. If you click yes, you will get an automated email, and then you'll get a phone call from Duncan or from Mike on the wealth management team. Basically just following up with you, making sure you got the information, answering any questions that you have. We designed IMS Wealth Management to feel just like IMS, the IMO. It is a service-based, advisor-first organization. What we mean by that is everything's going to be very simple for you. We want to be there to support you. We want to make it very easy for you to interact in the portal. We want to give you the technology that you need to make it easy for your clients to do business with you. We want to give you an incredibly streamlined platform so that your clients can, or that you can offer to your clients very, very easy solutions that will help their money grow and help you increase your overall assets under management. And of course, for those advisors that are transitioning from being insurance-based to adding AUM into your practice, we want to make it very easy for you to market as a holistic planner. So we work hand in hand, and that's definitely going to help you increase client retention and deepen your relationship with existing clients. The other thing that I want to point out is we do this on a very, very reasonable fee structure for both you and for the client. So if you are an existing advisor, I would tell you click yes. Just take a look at everything we have to offer. I think you'll be incredibly impressed with what we can do. Now, if you're someone that is looking to add AUM into your practice, we've got some great training partners as well. We can certainly help you prep for the Series 65 exam and help you to pass the Series 65 exam. So if anything I said in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds is of interest to you, click yes. We'll get you out the email. We'll give you a quick follow-up call. See, excuse me. see if IAMS Wealth Management is a fit for you and for your practice. That being said, I'm going to close down the poll. If you haven't taken the time to click yes or no, if you would please do so. Certainly we appreciate everyone's participation there. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's move on here. Oh, the newest slide that we've added, and I'm so excited to be able to talk about this. The next Top Producer Summit for Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Obviously, we were unable to do our 2020 summit with the world in the situation it's in. However, we do believe that we will be able to do our next summit in 2022, and we wanted to do it in a really, really neat location and a really unique location. So we decided we're going to do a Mediterranean cruise. Anybody who is on the call that has ever been to one of the IAMS Top Producer Summit will tell you that this is one of the coolest things you can ever do. We don't spare much expense when we do these. You're going to receive top shelf accommodations, you and your guests. You are going to receive a ton of attention from not only IAMS and our staff, but also the vendors, the industry leaders that we bring in. Our business meetings, our networking events are just really, really great ways to help you build your practice, walk away with a ton of knowledge, learn from other top producers in the industry, learn from sales experts in the industry, and have a heck of a good time while we're doing it all. Qualification began on December the 1st of 2020, runs through June 30th of 2022, 4.5 million credits to qualify. If you'd like a breakdown on how we calculate those credits, please let your sales director know. They'd love to walk you through it. It is very early on in qualifying, so 4.5 million credits is not an unattainable what do I want to say here? Number. Certainly, you should be able to do that, and we'd love to help you. Love to help you do that. All right. Last thing before I see if we've got Mr. Pimper with us is just want to put
Absolutely.
a plug in to follow us on social. Facebook, LinkedIn, right there. When we get done with this presentation, if you'd go out, give us a like, give us a follow, we'd certainly love to be with you on social. Did I hear you jump in there, Dave?
Absolutely. How you doing, Scott?
Oh, doing great, buddy. Doing great. You want me to keep control of this and flip slides? You want to flip slides? What do you want to do,
No,
buddy?
I'll do it. I'll do
All
it.
right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Pimper here with us.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm glad you're on board with us. You know what? This is going to take about 15 minutes. So thank you for being patient. I'm a big believer of marketing, and seminar marketing has been key for me. Mainly Social Security as of late, and then also Retirement Boss Radio, which I put together. I've been in the radio. I mean, I'm a producer. I've been in the production business since 1981 with financial services and independent, just like the majority of the people on this call today. But I'll tell you what, radio really has a real niche, and it's even stronger now than it's ever been. I mean, like last week, I got 6 set appointments from the radio show, and I've been averaging at least 2 to 3 every single week. It's really a great way to fill up your calendar with appointments. And what I'm going to do now is kind of walk through a little bit of the specifics of telling you. And I went back. Let me go here. Of telling you why radio, I think, is really a prime set of marketing real estate to go on in and look at. First of all, radio reaches a lot of people, and unbelievably, but each week it reaches more than your computer, your smartphone, your TV. Yeah, I mean, that's hard to believe, but it's true. Average age is 61, perfect, that pre-retired age. About 93% are more of an upscale audience, 75,000 or more income household. Radio more than, and I like both, but radio certainly they look at you as a celebrity, as the expert. In news radio, it's no doubt that it's hot right now. If you listen who's on radio, Rush Limbaugh, Kim Commando, Dave Ramsey, Glenn Beck, they're doing it for reasons because those syndicated shows during the week, I mean, there's a lot of people that listen to them. And on the weekend is what we're looking at, Saturday or Sunday. They have more open time for advisors like ourselves. Now, if you go on the weekend show, there's always going to be 2 or 3 advisors on every major radio station. But I'll tell you, if you go back and look at the backgrounds of those folks, I bet they're fairly successful. Okay? Now, I want to tell you the components, and I'm just going to kind of walk through those and just stay with me on this. But there's really 4 components to radio. First of all, you got to have the right radio station, and we have a media buyer, been in the business for 20 plus years. He's very good at what he does. He currently has over 400 radio and television shows that he's purchased airtime for that broadcast every single week. He knows almost every major city. Now, if you have a very small, like 20,000 or 25,000 is the size of your town, this is just not going to work. It has to be 100,000 or more to get enough people to listen to it at one time to get the appointment times to call in. But that radio media buyer, he can negotiate at a much better rate than you could yourself, unless you've got some personal relationship, with the owner of that station or manager of that station. So the first is you've got to find the right radio and station, and I'll tell you, it's like real estate: location, location, location. Yeah. Well, here the 3 must of radio are: you got to have the right station at the right time at the right price. If you have the right station at the right time and it's way overpriced, it's not worth it. If you have a great station, terrible time, right price, it ain't going to work. I mean, all 3 of those have to line up. Okay? The second part of the component is having a production company, a radio production company. We always have a co-host with you, and it's the same co-host every time. We have a co-host. We also, that radio production edits it, mixes it. I mean, it's recorded. It's not live, so that's nice. You can record in your home or your office, or heck, it could be in a motel room of your car as long as it's got Wi-Fi. Yeah. So that production company puts it all together, puts all of the ads in, your ads, like Retirement Boss Radio, take charge of your money. It's all copyrighted. I copyrighted before I did my first one. I've been doing this for 2.5 years, but I had a show, Your Money Matters. That was a live 45-minute show on Saturday mornings. I had that for 11 years, and then I did kind of a Paul Harvey in the news market commentary and report at the end of every market day. I did that for 11 or 12 years. So I've got a lot of radio background, but truly, this show is set up for people to call in and set up and get appointments. Okay, so there's the radio buyer or media buyer, the production company, edit, mixes, puts it in the can. They're an hour show, so we only record for half an hour. We repeat a second show always. That saves us on production costs. And then the third thing is when people call in, even though the show's recorded, they call into a live call center, inbound call center. This was one of the hardest things for me to find because it had to be they had to be answering the phone quickly, and they've done a very, very good job. It took a little bit of work in the beginning for the script and so forth, but they're very good. Like all of those 6 appointments I got, actually I got 8 calls and 6 appointments. Those 6 appointments have all been preset, and we use an electronic calendar, which we update every Friday afternoon. It emerges with the call center's electronic calendar. So they don't know who my appointments are with that are on that calendar as far as as my existing appointments, but they know they can't put an appointment time there. And mine is a little bit more complicated because I go between two offices. My Fremont, Nebraska office, 25 miles outside of Omaha, I'm here every other day, and then I go into Omaha the other days into my registered office there. Yeah, pretty interesting. And then lastly, myself. So that's kind of the fourth leg of the stool. I coach you. I coach you up on how to do your radio program. And if you don't know Social Security, I'll do 3 sessions of Social Security claiming at no charge also, because about 25 to 35% of all of our business comes in from a Social Security question. That's a hot topic. You could almost do a Social Security show and get enough, I think truly, and probably get enough lead generation system on it. If you have any questions, type them in. I'll be more than happy. This is a full turnkey system. So, if you go to www.retirementbossradio.com, www.retirementbossradio.com. That's our website. You'll be able to hear some of the actual podcasts, the 30-minute podcasts that we have. This is what, when the call center comes in, I mean, this is what you get in this. It's like Christmas every Saturday or every Sunday when I have my show. Yeah, I mean, it's just, here they have comments, turning 59 soon, hasn't settled on someone yet. He has a 401k that is 7-figured, which was $959,000. Also had questions about the Social Security. But it shows you exactly, once they press the button, when the booking time was. Remember that www Retirement Boss Radio? Just go on that site. I'll tell you right now, if you've never looked at radio, you're really doing yourself a disservice. Being a radio host, not just advertising on radio, but being a radio host. So let me answer some questions that will come on up. Excuse me. So what's the cost? Well, you know what? We both know. Cost on a program like this, a lot of people think, oh my gosh, an hour show. Well, what happens is that many times it's not much more expensive than what a dinner seminar will be, even less expensive. I would say that we probably average all-in cost, everything, probably $300 or $3,500 to $4,000, maybe $4,000 a month, all in, meaning a co-host, the production, all the editing, all the ads, radio time. The most expensive thing is really the radio time. That normally is, but all in costs, $3,500 to $4,045. That's normally, if we can get 10, 12, 13 appointments out of that, we're cooking. I mean, we're cooking. And right now during the pandemic, a lot of people are not advertising, not just financial service arena people, but just general business, general business. And so what happens is there can be some very good bargains right now on radio time. We have locations available. There's some that are taken, of course, but we've got a lot of locations that are available. If you mark yes on this, we're going to put a poll up here just in a second. Then we can certainly look, and I can tell you whether we've got a person in that area or not. I train you, I coach you. That's what, and not just mentor me. Hey, do what I do. I mean, I coach you up. I call it studio in a box, but that's the only really upfront cost you have. There's about $225, $30, for a professional microphone, professional headphones, a little windscreen for your mic, a little foam, really a studio box that you put the microphone in that deadens the sound. Yeah, but you know what? You can take that anywhere with you, and the end result is you sound just like you're in the studio. That's the great thing. You know what? A lot of people they're sure that this is a live show. Al Jolson, an old actor, of course, he's been deceased for decades now, but his quote was, "I'd like to do radio just like pictures. Leave the imperfect stuff on the cutting room floor." Well, you can't. I mean, with the recorded show, you absolutely can. There's an old saying. It says, "Procrastination is my sin. It brings me constant sorrow. I really shouldn't practice it. Perhaps I'll stop." The reason I bring this up, tomorrow never comes, does it? Don't let this happen to you. if you've ever thought about doing radio, this is a great time. If you're not marketing like you did in the years past and you want to implement a marketing strategy that works, I'm telling you, you need to mark yes on this poll. Scott, why don't we do this? Can we put the poll up right now so people can mark yes if they want an appointment, or certainly mark no if you don't have any interest? But I'll tell you, I've had all-in costs for $2,500 a month to have an hour show. So that's 4 or 5 hours a month. I will tell you right now, that's a lot of windshield time. So know this: people hear you on the radio brings you almost instant credibility. A little different than if you're giving a seminar, lead generation, card system, radio and television. But radio really is it's easier to get into. Now, are there some people that just don't have a dynamic or radio voice? Of course there is. They might have a radio face, but you got to have a radio voice. And so if you're comfortable talking with people and you're fairly quick-witted, normally radio can be a very, very good outlet. So, Scott, is there any, and then we'll kind of finish this thing on up, get everybody back on their way, and I appreciate everybody's time today. Is there any questions that we have that anybody did ask that we can help answer?
Yep. And I think this is a great question, Dave. We get it quite a bit when we talk about this, but what would you say the biggest difference between hosting a radio program as compared to hosting a podcast is?
Money in your pocket by far. I tell you what, I don't even know anyone who's been a financial advisor. Scott, do you know anyone who's making big money by podcasting?
No, but I do know some people that use Retirement Boss Radio as a podcast as well.
Well, you're right. And you know what? I'll tell you something though. But if you look at their radio show and you look at the podcast, I think podcasts will be something big in the future. I think we're ahead of ourselves right now. I had a real good friend. His name was Don Briscar, and way back 25, 30 years ago. And when CDs came in, compact disc came in, he was on the bloody edge of getting those out. Well, I remember him opening his store. He was so excited, but no one even had machines to run them. I mean, and it kind of failed. Now compact discs are, everything's streaming, so they've even passed that. But you know what? They got hot for many, many years. I think podcasts absolutely can be a really cool thing, but are a lot of people making money right now? No. I'm not saying you can't do it, but does it get your name out there? Absolutely. But in the financial service, as the John Doe producer, are they making money? Most are not. But if you take a look at it from a radio standpoint, are their advisors making money in hour-long radio host shows? Absolutely. I never did have much success with like 30-second ads, 60-second ads. Even my 5-minute end of the day market report, which I kind of turned into like Paul Harvey in the news. It got me well known, but did it bring in businesses? We have a very strong call to action after every single. We got 2 segments in a half an hour, so 4 segments in the hour. We have a real strong call to action. We're saying the phone number all the time. Our phone numbers all end in 2677, which ends in boss. So like mine's 888-975-2677, 888-975 boss for Retirement Boss Radio. I tell you what, it really does work. I'd love to talk to you. If you have some interest, mark yes here. I'd love for you to mark yes and talk with you within the next couple, 2-3 days. Any other questions, Scott? That is a good question though about podcasts.
Oh, absolutely. Only other questions that came in, were really tied to costs. So to reiterate it, the best way for us to give you the cost on this is to click yes on that poll, because costs are going to vary from location to location, depending on the stations that you have available. Dave could elaborate more, but there are some places where you'd think costs would be way down where, they're a little more expensive.
Right.
And then there's major metros where it's actually really cheap. Very inexpensive.
Within reason. Within reason.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah. You know what happens is normally if you're in a bigger station in a bigger area, you're contacting more people, the cost will be more. But there certainly are anomalies out there, and we never know until we shop your area, and it has to be the right station, right time, right cost. So let's do this. We're going to close this on down. I appreciate everybody being with us today. If you've not considered radio host marketing, for the financial service arena do? Oh, I'll tell you what, and I see one more just pop up question, Scott. It asks, do you have to be security licensed? No, you do not. Do I think it helps to be securities or 65 licensed? Well, you can handle both, red money and green money, but no, you absolutely do not have to be. So, any last comments, Scott, before we call it a day?
I'm good, boss. I appreciate the time as always, buddy.
Okay, and thank you very much for taking time out, all of the producers. My name is Dave Pimper with Retirement Boss Radio. My firm is Lazarus Coaching. I've coached with IAMS for almost 15 years now. Would love to go in and on the phone kind of sit down with you, talk about your marketing structure, if this could be something that could help you bring some pre-qualified appointments, not leads, but appointments every single week into your practice. Okay. Have a really good day. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.